Greetings, you hard-working people, simply taking a break, and welcome back to the Wandering Village with me, Lathrix. Now, the last time I covered this game, it was in the demo form, but now, finally, it is in its full early access. This is the game brought to you by the lovely development team, which brought us Nimbatus and Niche, a genetic survival game. Both games I've covered on this channel, and both games I've absolutely adored, and honestly, this is definitely in that sort of niche. This is a type of game I really enjoy. It's a cute game, all about trying to survive in a poisonous world on the back of a giant dinosaur creature, the Onbu, who I'm going to be calling Spud for the rest of the episode. So all we're doing today is I'm going to be spending a couple of hours playing this game, maybe all day honestly, and we're going to see how long we can survive in this toxic world whilst not becoming toxic ourselves. It's like entering an online fandom while still trying to keep your sanity. We're going to be playing with the Adept difficulty, basically the normal difficulty. You start in safe, familiar territory. Take care of your village as you slowly venture into more dangerous regions. Recommended for intermediate players. I would consider myself an intermediate player. So, let's begin.
Driven from our homes by the toxic spores, we kept wandering, looking for shelter. But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
Spud, the last Onbu. Isn't he precious? Hey everyone, Future Lathrix here, just to say I had an absolute blast recording this video. This game is absolutely charming, it's got charm in every last corner of it, and I'm having such a good time with it. So, if you do enjoy this video and want to see this series on the channel, then likes and comments help out massively. The channel's been doing well recently, which is a rare thing for me, and all the extra interaction is helping out a lot and allowing me to do these more niche things, which is the whole reason why I'm on YouTube. I love covering all sorts of games, and it helps out so much when I know you like it as well. So, onwards with the video, back into the past, to hopefully not kill our lovely Spud, the Onbu. And so we begin on the back of the Onbu, and one thing I'm noticing straight away is an abundance of berry bushes. In my test run, there was like just 2 small clumps. This time there's just a huge amount over there, and quite a lot in the middle, which is where I'm going to start off building, honestly. Well, I'm really happy with that, and here is Spud himself taking a nice well-deserved nap before we get going, and straight into a cold snap. Now thankfully I'm not going to be doing any farm straight away, so I very much doubt it's going to matter too much. So, I mean, there's not much really else to do than just begin building our houses. Let's pop down a load of the huts. That'll be enough for quite a while. I'm going to chop down all the trees. Actually, I'm going to check if there's any mother trees. Oh, there they are. So the mother trees, although they are tiny right now, will eventually grow up to be huge trees, which will produce saplings. They're the only trees which I believe produce saplings. I'm not quite sure if the normal trees do as well, but these ones definitely do, and that's kind of their whole purpose. You can use them with other buildings later on. So this run, I'm probably going to be explaining quite a lot, because there are new things since the last time I checked the game out, and honestly, explaining helps me as well, because I don't really know what I'm doing all that well. So, we'll just continue. So the berry bush, efficiency, 36%, 40% there, we could get that in the middle. Where would be the best place for this? I mean, over here is probably a lot better, but again, I do want it all just in the middle, at least to begin with. We don't really need that much food for this tiny band of settlers. I guess just here for now? It's already day 2, we have 2 of our berry gatherers now, one at 40% efficiency, one at 31, so it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's nice and close by, it's all nice and efficient, at least travel-wise. We're harvesting every last bit of resource we can, because that's just what we do. Though we are ignoring the Onbu spikes, because that will upset Spud, and we are ignoring the mother trees, because we want more trees later. Once we get our tech, lovely. Straight away, how do I make the scavenger hut? So I need the kitchen first. Ooh, which means I'm going to have to refine some resources to get that, but that's in the future. Then once we have the scavenger hut, what that means is we can activate all of these nodes in the open world. There's loads of events and all sorts of other stuff that can happen with these, so that's what I'm really interested in. So let's make ourselves a kitchen. Actually, how am I going to do the storage? So what I want is the stonecutter and the carpenter. For now, I think it's probably best just to have everything consolidated in this center section, and then when we branch off, then we just make some more storage elsewhere and make everything a bit more efficient that way. Probably the best. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying things. It's so tiny and cute. Everything's so cute in this game. It's now some cold weather, because we couldn't really avoid that. So the cold weather only affects crops, and we don't have any crops, so there's no real problem. Ooh, it does also slow down the berry bush growth. I just realised as well, this one's just about in range of the berry gatherer, so once that's fully matured, this one's going to be more efficient. How's food doing? Food is going down for now, but once we have the kitchen, that's going to increase very quickly, since we turn unrefined food into refined food, and you get more food out of it. I think it's something like 2 or 3 berries for 5 of the refined type. Stonecutter and carpenter are down. We're making refined resources as civilization advances. So here's something I really should have built really early on. The worker post. Used to manage workers, make them specialise as transporters, harvesters or builders. Workers in this building get a small movement speed boost. So the big thing with this is of course the speed boost, but also it makes sure that there's some people always working the general jobs. Otherwise, if you're like me and terrible at management, you might end up having too many people working the other jobs and then no one to move stuff around. So this fellow over here, Waylon, has a speed boost now. Look at him zoom. Fantastic. Well done, Waylon. The kitchen is up and running, turning 3 berries into 5 berry muesli, and this is, yeah, just more food and a better quality food, so that'll make people happier later on. It's still pretty basic, but it's better than just the raw food anyway. Look how cute it is as well. I know I keep saying cute, but everything is so cute. We're also building ourselves a scavenger hut. Once that's up and running, we can start activating all these nodes, which I really wish I already had, because there are so many things here I want. Oh, there's a ruined settlement there, there's a normal settlement there, could have got some more people. Everything in the world would have been better. But alas. Also, we're now apparently in jungle. Ooh, pretty. Our tech continues, and we have our first hut now ready. So I've sent out our people over to the settlement, and if we're lucky, that means we'll get ourselves some new people, because we are desperately in need of new people. The more people we have, the better equipped we're going to be to fight off the spores, in addition to just healing the Onbu and feeding it. Spud must be fed. Okay, very first one, and we get nomads straight away. Fantastic. Well, settlers. We'll pick them up. 4 new people. That is wonderful. And our party will now go over to the ruined settlement. There's some nomads on the way, and sadly I don't have the hornblower, so I can't ask the Onbu to go north, because I really want these other nomads as well, but that'll just have to do. Okay, we just about have enough space for our people, so I'm going to change what we're currently researching. I'm going to go straight into the hut, because the hut is really good. It's higher quality housing, which once again does matter for your people, and it also has just more housing per building. You know, they're actual houses, not just tiny little huts. They also don't fall over as easily, because that can happen. We are on a moving creature after all. Things break a lot. Okay, can we up how many stonecutters and carpenters we have? We really need the extra resource. Ah, Spud's eating. We also need to finally set up the hornblower, so what I'm going to do is just drag this all the way over here, because I'm going to be building along this later on. Build this up here. And let's see, how big is the hornblower? Oh. Oh, we can build it all the way down here. Fantastic. That's perfect. Why can't I put it here? Is it just the tree and that? I thought it'd be automatically just removed when you do that. Okay, well. Let's make that top priority. Please remove those. I'll put the hornblower there. Nice and close to the center of our village. I was incorrect. That's just out of bounds. Oh, in that case, it's going there. And I really don't need all of that there. We got some bread. So that's good. Our people are happy. Food quality is high enough. That's giving us a little bonus there. So we're getting 103% total productivity. Wonderful. If we ever need more food, there's always berries here as well. But what we really should do is set up some farms soon, because, wow, farms are bigger than I thought they were. But either way, that's also more food variety, and we can make more stuff with it, like grilled tomatoes. And lots of things to do with beets, or turnips. I can't remember what they are. But either way, food. Yes, we'll pick up the nomads. They're not going to have any houses for the time being, just because I want to... But yeah, I want to build the better houses next, so I don't want to build the tents and then remove them, so they're going to have to wait a little while there. And let's send out our parties. Gonna get loads of wood from the surrounding areas, then we'll focus on the quarries. Oh, perfect, another settlement. Hopefully we'll get even more people. Okay, we might need to up how many berry gatherers we have soon. We're now entering a desert, which means making our farm now would be utterly pointless. Our basic crops just won't survive this heat, and there's even a heat wave coming up, so not the best. On the upside, Spud can have a nice safe nap. We have built the Hornblower, so we can give him very basic commands, though likely at this stage he's going to just completely ignore them because he doesn't trust us. But there we go, we have a hut. Oh! I didn't even notice that. Okay, so tents give 10% poison resistance to residents. Huts give 20%. Okay, I think there's like one other level of house at the end. Yeah, the cottage. But that requires metal and what looks like glass. Is there glass? There is glass. Okay. All this stuff is stuff I've not had any chance to test out before, so yeah. Currently researching the village doctor. Then I want the decontaminator. No, actually no. Village doctor. Then I want the dung collector and the bile extractor. Then I'll grab the decontaminator. Crops are going to be a last thing, which sounds really backwards, but that's just kind of how we're doing this. Can we focus on this berry gatherer first, please? Our food's probably going to start struggling a little bit now we have so many more people. We really should build a farm soon. As soon as we're out the desert, I'll build a basic farm, because right now we're just surviving purely off berries, and that won't be enough once we have more people. They're not going to be happy with that at all. Grab the forest. And let's go with the shrine. So the shrines give you technology. Well, they give you knowledge. And that is what you need to get some of these things. See? Not enough knowledge and not enough knowledge. Which admittedly, we don't need too much at the moment, but I do want some. Sorry, Mother Tree. You're kind of in the way of progress. And progress cannot be stopped. So if I set the worker outpost to carriers, it is literally what it sounds like, isn't it? Yep, they'll grab food and take them to pantries and everything else. That's what they do. If they're general workers, they'll do everything which isn't a building job. So later on, we're going to want multiple worker outposts so that we can min-max how many people are doing what. Right now, I think I should up that by 1, because I do have the berry gatherers over here now, which are way more efficient than these, so I'm going to do this, put one over here instead. So I'm going to need these people to move the food from here over to the pantries so that the kitchen can efficiently do that. Then we have all of our people kind of concentrated in the middle so they can grab food nice and easily. That makes sense to me. Which means it's probably wrong. Okay, we have 1 knowledge. Is there anything else we want? Let's go to the mine. The herbalist is down, so with this we can make our own medicine, so our doctor can heal the people when they get poisoned. I've also now shifted everyone into the huts rather than the little tents, so that should make everything a lot better. Now, the next thing we need to do is the farm, and I think... Ooh, how did I remove a spike? Oh no! Oh, one of the plots must have been on the spike. Whoopsie-daisy, sorry bud. Well, he's not very happy now. In the bottom left you can see the log, and he just grumbled unhappily. Lovely. Now, the farm. Here's the thing with the farm. One thing I've noticed is that it doesn't need every last one of those white dots. Every one of those dots is where you can put down one of the plots, and when I had it like this, and I had all of them up and running, they only used a small fraction of them. So what I'm going to do is put it here. It's right next to the pantries, it's next to the kitchen. I want a second kitchen, which is going to go here to process the food the farm makes. And then I will have the air wells over here, along with the water storage, so that we can survive in the desert. And that's everything I want there. So I'll put that down now. I won't really be doing anything with it right now, because, yeah, we are currently in the desert with very limited water. But, you know, it'll all be there for later on. Making our people happier. Because I am a people person. Wow. Okay, I didn't realise food variety was that much of an issue. Minus 19% productivity. yeah, we need to get out this desert as soon as possible, and we need to start growing some anything. Right now, we can only grow beets. Well, beets beat nothing. Oh, that was rough. The poison has arrived in the form of a couple of poisoned forests. Also, the Onbu's hunger is getting a little bit bad. Normally, there's a bit more food on the road. We've got quite unlucky with that. Ooh. As soon as your scavengers step into the mine, the ground starts to shake. Huge boulders fall from the roof and block the exit. Let's check for another way out, or we might be stuck here forever. Confident that they'll find a way out, your scavenger sticks to the plat. No, let's look for a way out, please. Let's not lose people. Oh, and we got stone anyway. So we got very lucky there, no one was hurt, and we got our resource. I don't know if the results are random from those things, or there's like a set one. That's the first time I've seen that one, but there's another event in the forest about a big tree, and I had that one like 3 times in a row, and each time the results were the same, so I don't know if it's randomized or it's got very lucky. Okay, I definitely want the mycologist soon. Researching the bile extractor right now, that will allow us to fuel the decontaminator. But what we really need, honestly, is the Onbu kitchen and the feeding trebuchet. That will build up trust. It also means they won't starve. And it would be good if the thing we live on didn't starve. Because Spud needs his grub. Arriving at the site, the oasis is unlike anything you've ever seen. The water is black and almost opaque. Still, your scavengers, dying of thirst, can't wait to take a sip. No. Bring it back to analyze it. The substance in the water turned out to be harmless. And we got some water, which is good, so that our herb farm over here can, continue. We actually have quite a bit of stacked up water already. I guess that was probably from the start of the game. I think you start off with some water reserves. One would imagine. Okay, all of this is now mushrooms. I think that needs water as well. Okay, Onbu kitchen. Let's move on with all that. So next to the mycologist, I'll build the Onbu kitchen, and then the feeding trebuchet I think needs to go like here. So we'll see when we get there. Oh, he really needs to be fed. It's a nice place to sleep, but that's just about it. Also need to keep on sending our people out and not just forgetting about that. Why is this desert so big? Thankfully, lots of oases, so lots of water, but, would like it to stop now. Yeah, beets don't even grow in this temperature, so I can't even grow anything with our farm. I really want some more food variety. Look, 10% from the housing, 10% from food quality. But we just have berries, and nothing but berries, and our people don't like them. At least now we're growing some mushrooms for Spud. Okay, bile extractor. Oh, I did not notice that in my test. So this is basically the end of my test run at this point. I thought you could put this anywhere. I must have just threw it down instantly. So the bile extractor does not hurt the Onbu. That's the big thing here. So, can I have 2 of them? Sure. So that will extract bile, which is a flammable resource to burn away the angry mushrooms. So I'll put some storage over here and then have like 2 or 3 exterminator buildings. And that will be our protection. So we have the ability to cure our people, soon we'll have the ability to burn away the mushrooms, and very soon we'll have the ability to actually feed the poor Spud. Wish I did that sooner. Extracts bile from the Onbu's gallbladder. Okay, another thing I didn't notice. It's based on the heartbeat of Spud. Ah, because he's asleep, I'm getting less bile. That's really cool. There we are, the feeding trebuchet. Okay, so Onbu kitchen, how big is this thing? Whoa, that's big. Okay, I do want it right next to the mycologist, so I'm going to have to remove some of these. Wish I knew the size of these things before I did the things that I do. This is going to be a bit of a problem. That just goes there. I think that's still enough plots. Yeah, it's plenty of plots for just one farmer. Though I am going to up that slightly. In fact, I'm going to max it out. I really, really want that food sorted out as soon as possible, please. I'm also going to make the kitchen a priority. Lower the amount of general workers, get all that sorted. There we are, 2 bile extractors, and then in this chunk here, or this over here, we'll have the exterminators. There's no poison on the floor yet, is there? No. In my test run, that came a lot faster. The poison was there a lot earlier on. Again, should have started feeding the Onbu a lot earlier. They don't trust me at all, and I really want to go this way. Sure, they're poisoned, but we can cure them. We want more people, and also, I want to go over there into the hills. I don't want to go into more desert. Is this more desert? It looks like desert. I mean, it's differently coloured, though. Well, actually, is that then? I mean, it has a heat wave straight away, so either way, I want to go this way. Please. Please just randomly go the way I wanted you to. I know you don't trust me, but I love you. Oh, thank you. Okay, wonderful. We can finally start the farm and everything else with that. Oh, good, we can put this over here as well. That's lovely. I'll just pop it like there, I guess. There. Got some more water, and we've got way more sand. We have so much sand. We can't do anything with the sand. Oh, he's not happy. We're trying, mate. We're trying. We have food ready. As soon as the trebuchet is done, we can feed you. Aww. It's okay, Spud. Just hanging there a little longer. It's such a major mistake I've made. No, I don't want the other kitchen up and running right now, thank you. More people doing these things would be good. So it's 20 mushrooms for 1 food. We already have 2 food ready, so we're almost there. That poisoned villager was so set on standing on that one little bit of road I accidentally built earlier. Okay, don't need more stone, we just need more wooden planks, so yeah, maximum carpenters, and everyone else is busy cutting down trees, hopefully. We do have some wood just available. Aha! Forest, fantastic. Ooh, a poison forest. Kind of tempted to see what you get from a poison forest, honestly. I've never sent anyone there. Because, you know, it's a poison forest. Oh, for the love of potatoes, build up this trebuchet already, guys. Carpenter's working at full speed, so hopefully soon? Okay, feeding trebuchet is up and running. Do I just wait for them to wake up? I mean, they need to eat right now. I know you don't trust our commands, but please wake up, mate. I need to feed you. Okay, you're gonna wake up naturally in a second anyway. That's fine. Can't feed you right now because you're asleep. Good morning, Spud. Please let me feed you. The amount of stress I just had trying to build this trebuchet was insane. Need to start using the hotkeys properly rather than bouncing around like that, but there we go. There's food there. Feed him. Don't get more food, just feed the poor thing. Look how sad he looks. Oh, look, his little leg not going down in the middle. Why are you not feeding him? Finally. So that should reduce his hunger by 20%. There we go. Onbu is dying. I think that was the foodish. Oh, yeah, his health is really low. Oh, that is beyond bad. Okay, did I get the Onbu doctor? Yes, I did. That's next. Wow, I have been really bad to this poor thing. Just utterly atrocious. I focused so much on making sure that our villagers would be safe and happy, I kind of forgot the whole, you know, we're living on the back of a creature. Okay, get the decontaminator ready as well. We are now finally in poison territory. Okay, they're not going to lose any more health, though, now, since they've been fed. I'm going to feed them every time the cooldown comes off. And we are now able to actually produce the food pretty quickly, so there's no food issue anymore for the Onbu. Full Spud, there you go. Nom. That was kind of terrifying in its own little way. Okay, sort out the doctor, make sure we have enough herbs for that. Our food's still doing great, we just don't have any food variety. I mean, we do have the farm now up and running, so hopefully soon... Yeah, oh yeah, we do have beets. In that case, I want some beet soup, please. Should start trusting us a bit more as well. I'd like to continue north, please. Darn it. Well, I guess I have ripped out loads of the spikes on his back and let him almost die, so it's perfectly understandable. He doesn't really like us right now. Okay, food's doing great, so we don't need as many people working the berry jobs, at least for the moment. Okay, Onbu Doctor is ready. We don't have any more food for him, but he's now nice and well fed. We're about to make some more food, so that's fine. Okay, how does the healing work? Cure health and antidote. Reduces Onbu's poison level, reduces 20% of Onbu's poison, increases its trust in you. Cure some of the Onbu's wounds, restores 20% of the Onbu's health, and increases its trust. That's what we want, so we need the herbs. Also going the wrong way, so this farm's about to turn off again. On the upside, we have made some beet soup in the... Whoa. A thunderstorm sweeps over your village. I did not see... Oh, I did not see that coming at all. Well, should have been paying attention. That did not notice. That didn't hurt the Onbu, did it? No, good. Okay, fix everything up. And you, grab the herbs. We have loads of herbs around, so if you just grab them, that would be great. I just want this thing to stop having a limp. Think quickly. After a long walk, the party passes a muddy spot in the desert. A brave scavenger wants to get a better look and inspect it. Seconds later, they are knee-deep in quicksand. Send the rest of the party to look for something to pull their friend out. There's no time to lose. Okay, this one just sounds like they're all going to get stuck. I'm going to try and find something. They manage to find a rope just in time after pulling their friend out, and they discover a source of fresh water underneath the sand. Cool. Sadly, though, it is so hot at the moment, it doesn't really matter too much about that water because I can't grow crops anyway. They just simply don't grow in this heat. So what I need to get is heat-tolerant crops, which I can research later. In fact, I should probably research that now then. The sawmill is good, but how about some, you know, food? So let's grab the cactus plantation, which obviously does grow in the heat. Heat resistant, there we go. Tomatoes are heat resistant, so are corn. Cool. Also is corn. But also now I can start building the decontaminator, so I'm going to build a couple of these. I have pressed cure health. I don't know how long this takes. Oh, it's so sad. Come on. Oh, it says it has no stock left. So is it going to actually start? Preparing. Where are our doctors? There's one of them. You gonna do your job finally? There we go. Lovely. Off the little balloon goes. Kind of bopped it on the head. Did that work? Yes! More health. Still injured, but less. Okay, as soon as we have enough herbs, I'll do that again. At least it's not going to immediately die if anything goes wrong now, which is a pretty big deal. And what do we get from the ruined settlement before we continue? We get more people. Lovely. Welcome to the village. Oh yeah, nice and menacing. But not right now. There's no need to have these jobs up and running until we get infected, so I'll just leave them idle. But this way we can have loads of them up and running the second we're infected, and we have loads of bile at the moment, so we're all good to go. I think we're actually in a pretty good position. Despite the fact I almost allowed our Spud to starve, I think our position is pretty good. Now what I would like is for him to stop limping though, because that's making me sad. How's the poison doing? Poison's at 0. The ground was poisoned. Is this place just clean? Huh. Oh yeah, no mushrooms. Only a couple mushrooms over there. Interesting. Looking for protection from the sun, your scavengers walk under a cliff formation. There, you find a tribe performing a dance ritual. Ask them for shelter and offer some water. This is just what they were praying for. In return, they offer some food. Good. Oh, wow. Food variety right now is actually doing okay, because we did make up some beet soup just in time. And of course, now we have some corn. Can we cook the corn? Apparently not. That's a shame. Okay, there's no need for this kitchen to even be worked right now. Yeah, corn plantation will be good. Actually, I want the tomato plants. They require a lot of water, but they are heat resistant, so... Oh, I see. So you have the tomato plantation and the cactus plantation, then you're basically immune to the heat. The cactus will produce water, and the tomato will produce food in the heat. You know what, though? I think I'd rather have the corn. It's slow growing, but doesn't take up as much water. Ooh, please go south. Yes, south. Ah, still doesn't trust me. No idea why. Don't need both of these doctors either. There's actually quite a few people in jobs right now not actually doing anything. Also, I'm now realizing I don't really have much wood or stone, do I? I haven't been harvesting things. I've been panicking for the last, like, 10 minutes. Everything which isn't a mother tree, please get destroyed. Eventually, we can build a forester. We can also build sawmills to cut down these giant trunks and such. But for now, there's a lot of trees just waiting to be chopped down. We have successfully cured the Onbu of its limp. Truly, we are now the good guys and no longer parasites. We do, however, need more food for the Onbu. I thought this would be enough, just the one person working here. No. Simply put, no. Really isn't. Ah. I'm gonna hit that directly in the face, aren't I? Can I ask you to lie down? Would you listen to me for once? No. They are not happy with... Oh, run. Maybe. Because this thing goes back and forth, you see, and it's quite... I need to run. Wow. Yeah, they really don't like us. Again, completely understandable, but wish it wasn't the case. Because that thing's about to turn around. Is it? Oh, I thought it ended here. Oh, that's going to be so close to hitting us. Please. I am a little bit nervous about this, to be honest. We're either going to narrowly dodge it or narrowly get hit by it. And if we get hit, that's a lot of repairing we're going to need to do. How's the poison now? Yep, medium if the Onbu's lying down. And yep, we got hit. That's a fair bit of revenge. Oh no, our food! Oh good, we got the food in time. Well, despite the fact you're being a bit of a meanie head, I'm still going to feed you. Here are the spore clouds. We are officially now in the more dangerous territory. Remember, the difficulty is going to ramp up over time. The spore clouds will destroy things along with poisoning your crops, causing poisonous plants to spawn everywhere, and ultimately can lead to the downfall of a few and your Onbu. You need to cure them and everything else. I feel like I'm making herbs pretty quickly, but at the same time, apparently not fast enough. Oh no, we've got 34 now. I guess we should just cure them again? Yeah. That seems reasonable. I think, though, at this point, it's a good time to call the episode. Because we're about to hit the more difficult areas. We're about to get the more complex tech. Things like the better crops. We're going to get glass and metal and everything else. So all of the basic stuff is done. And next, we can even research the ability to pet the Onbu. To make them nice and happy and actually trust us. That'll be the goal in the next episode. Survive poison and get the giant dinosaur thing to trust us. Giant. I'm very tired, like always. So with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff, helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that The Wandering Village is a series you wish to see continued in the future. I am absolutely loving this game, and I am so happy to be covering its progress, now that it's in early access from the demo and everything else. I've just realised I've just missed some nomads as well, but oh well. There's definitely a lot of stuff I still need to learn. Absolutely adore this game, and I really, really hope you do too, because it's not going anywhere for a while, because I really want to play this game anyway. But still, comments and likes, they help, you know. so I can play more niche games like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching, have a lovely day, and do take care. Goodbye.